with Glamour Bell going in, and immediately they're off and racing as well. And from the inside, one of the first away is actually Beautiful Mind. Every Mile of Memory and Shira Khan had left nicely, and going forward is Speeding Bullet, but it's out there deep going into the back straight. Going forward as well soon after between horses, Jacka's Mob. Pushing up on the inside, Great Gable. Metallic Queen easing back. Glamour Bell settled in the middle, and right off the course around them, Langley. Further back on the inside, next of all, is Platinum Star when they'd settled properly into stride, and Brother Paddy is relegated towards the rear of the field. Shira Khan led them going out by the 1,000 metres mark in heavy rain. Led the way. Going up running second is Jacka's Mob. The well-tried 3-year-old down on the inside, Beautiful Mind third. Langley traipsing around them there 3 deep. Every Mile of Memory is now back to fifth as they went by the 800 metre mark, and then came Speeding Bullet. Down on the inside next of all is Great Gable. Between horses then came Glamour Bell. Around them goes Metallic Queen. Brother Paddy. Platinum Star is now back last of all, coming along the side of the track. 600 left to go. Jacka's Mob moved up, put pressure on Shira Khan. Covering extra ground out there in the middle of the course is Langley. A length and a half away then is the Say You Think filly, Beautiful Mind, who's come off the rail. Every Mile of Memory is just behind it, being followed back behind them, Great Gable. They're coming around the corner. They're mud spattered the colours, and running on is Brother Paddy right down the outside from Speeding Bullet. At the 250 though, Jacka's Mob tackled by Brother Paddy very quickly. Beautiful Mind under heavy pressure over towards the rail. Out towards the middle though, Brother Paddy's got to the lead. Sticking on though, Jacka's Mob fights back. Here comes Every Mile of Memory down the outside. Brother Paddy, Jacka's Mob keeps coming back on the inside. Diving at them, Every Mile of Memory. Brother Paddy in the middle has just won it in an absolute slog from Every Mile of Memory or Jacka's Mob. 3 or 4 lengths to Beautiful Mind, Speeding Bullet, followed then by Langley. Glamour Bell, Metallic Queen are further back, and the last trio home was Shira Khan, Great Gable and Platinum Star had whipped them all in. Brother Paddy's come from last and has eventually got the better of a brave Jacka's Mob, who refused to yield, and Every Mile of Memory down the outside. Brother Paddy ridden by Sean O'Donnell at 13.30 and 3. Every Mile of Memory $2.10, and Jacka's Mob $2 even. And again, a Beautiful Mind, which had been well commissioned, has been a bit costly for her supporters in 2 runs to date. Brother Paddy, Blackfriars Gelding out of Nurse Norma, just ploughing through the going over Every Mile of Memory first up. That's a big effort by Every Mile of Memory. 16.50 first up under these conditions, and just lucks out late. And number 1, Jacka's Mob, third home. 2, 4, 1 and 6 are the official placings there. And that brings us to the last at 4.55, and number 10, Hong Long, comes out. Other details coming up shortly after the running of race 7. Let's head downstairs. Brother Paddy, a good win, but gee, the run of the second horse, Every Mile of Memory, under these conditions has been an absolute beauty first up. Gareth?
Thank you, Darren. Brother Paddy, well, the conditions suited him. Today was last man standing, and he was the one that was able to dig deep and fight them all off.
And Sean O'Donnell, first ride on the horse, yes, definitely. Look, he's just staying tight, a bit frustrating that he's going to take another 2 years to hit his straps, but yeah, he's plugged away and just outstuck them today. So, you know, he will make a decent stayer in time.
Brittany Taylor just mentioned that. Wonder what his strike rate would be for Sean O'Donnell jumping on a horse for the first time.
It is pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty good, and that's a double-figure winner once again for Sean. So, did he exceed your expectations today, Alan, with that performance? So were you expecting that he might be able to do that in these conditions?
Under conditions, I thought it gave him a chance because, as I said, he's just a plugging type. Last start, he got held up for a run halfway up the straight, and then Paddy was a bit disappointed he didn't finish it off. But you know, once he stopped, he couldn't get going. Sean just summed it up, and he, as I said, he's potentially has a bit of a future as a stayer. So you know, might be his go.
Well done, Al.
Thank you.
There's Alan Matthews there, and Sean O'Donnell's about to join you, Brittany, and he's got that happy knack. Who's he riding in the last?
It is a remarkable record in the last, last sort of 3 weeks or so. He has ridden an enormous amount of horses to success. jumping on them for the first time. A lot of our jockeys over here in the West are either taking a little break for the winter, getting away, or out due to suspension, and Sean's been able to pick up a lot of rides courtesy of them being away, and he's just made the absolute most of it. And we'll have to ask him what his secret is, but he told me a little while ago that when he jumps on a horse for the first time, that's when you should get on, and sure enough, that's exactly what he's done today. And he comes back with dirt splattered all over him. Now he was out the very back, and probably visibility wasn't too great out there. How did you go out there? You're covered in mud out the back. Could you see anything in front of you?
Not really. Had a good run though. I think the horse, he just took me through, and getting to the corner he was bolting, so I just let him roll out deep, and yeah, first ride on him, he wins.
Tell us about that. Your record when you ride horses for the first time is unbelievable. What is it that you do to acquaint yourself when you first jump on a horse for the first time?
Give him a pat, talk to him a lot, and I just think, yeah, I bond with a lot of horses, and if they've got some ability, they're going to win for you. But yeah, I don't know what it is. Everyone's asked me. It's just different jockeys got different knacks to things and that, and that's one of my fortes, so it's great.
Do you do a lot of research coming into the race for the first time you're riding a horse?
Not really. You mostly know their form, unless they're babies, you do, but apart from that, just race day and know where everything's going to be. But today, like this, you just throw everything out the window, and he obviously loved it, so that was great.
Well, it was fantastic, and we'll be making sure we're on you again when you're on a horse for the first time. Congratulations, Sean.
Thanks, Britt. Cheers.